afternoon, MPC. Let's now have Chief Presidential Legal Counsel and Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo.
Good morning, MPC members. Secretary Martin Andanar will be joining us shortly.
MPC, you have any questions?
No, not yet. Let me make some opening statements. The Office of the President himself, has received intelligence informations that has been validated and appears to show that there is a deliberate attempt to discredit this administration as well as to boost the candidacies of the opposition senatorial candidates. And it appears that there are certain groups who are working together to achieve this goal. This group appears to be the Liberal Party. Some personalities identified as advocates were very active in social media, dishing out anti-Duterte statements and sentiments, and validated to be allied with the Liberal Party. Also working together with groups indicated in the matrix presented to you the other week. That's it.
MPC, may tanong. Maricel Halili.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, you
Morning.
mentioned na related din siya dun sa matrix presented the other week, meaning related siya kay Bikoy.
Yes.
But kanina, sir, sa press conference ni Senator Tito Soto, sinasabi niya na itong certain Bikoy na to is the same person na nag-accuse kay former President Noynoy Aquino to be involved in drugs. So paano natin tatahiin yon if he was also accusing Noynoy Aquino?
What appears from the information received by the President is that the one he presented previously against Pinoy and other personalities would be coming from the same group antagonistic with the same members of the group. Meaning to say, it's coming from the same sector. You know, in a group, it doesn't mean that all of you are in consonance with each other. There will be some rebels there and they're doing their thing. What is important is it appears that I will show you some diagrams handed to me by the Office of the President. Can you? Wala ba sa matrix? Baka nasa matrix na yun. Baka nasa PowerPoint na nasa PowerPoint ito supposed to be. Ha? Kaya nga, hindi, pero ito muna. Ano yung ito para para The other group, by the way, is Magdalo. Saan si Martin?
Sir,
Sek,
clarification.
halika na.
Secretary
Sec,
Martin.
Sec Martin, please come over. No, halika na. Para I can lead. The John Lloyd of Malacañang is here. Nasaan na yung PowerPoint? Makikita na ba ito? Wala pa? Kunan nyo. Kunan nyo na lang ng picture. Hindi mo pwede mailabas naman.
Meron PowerPoint.
Eh, nasaan?
They're waiting for your cue.
Hindi, sinabihan ko na nga kung pwedeng ilabas na ito. Ito in this particular para makita. Pero siguro mas malaki ito.
Sabihan.
Okay, Maricel.
PowerPoint.
Sir?
Sige, Maricel. Ito na.
O, tanong na,
Ayan.
tanong na.
Sir, just a
Maricel.
clarification. Opo. You mentioned na yung mga rebels doon sa loob ng Liberal Party, yung possible people behind sa
Yung
paninira.
nauna, baka sila rin yun. Yung mga kontra kay Pinoy, kontra kay Dilima, same group.
So are
But,
you,
teka muna, but what is important? Huwag muna tayo pumunta ron. Kasi ang importante, itong lumalabas ngayon, what is important now is it appears from this diagram that the Liberal Party, the Magdalo, and other groups indicated in the matrix are working hand in hand. Why do we say this? The intelligence information shows that some of them, if not all of them, are using the same office. A 4 square meter office. What do you call this? Linear something, Makati. And personalities like Bong Banal, Kokoy Dayaw, and Rodel Jaime, they're all known to be advocates of the Liberal Party. And then, even their email address appears to be yung email nila.
Yung nakuha sa digital footprints that they're the ones sharing the information.
That their email are the ones sharing this video of Bikoy. Yung mga email nila. Ibig sabihin, the same people are sharing the same video of Bikoy. All right. Can we, all right. If you will look at this is the development.
It's all here.
Is that the start?
Yeah.
On April 2nd, man.
2, yeah.
On April 2nd, you recall that ang Totoong Narco List episode first surfaced online on Metro Balita. And it pointed to Paulo Duterte being the first major principal of the drug syndicate. And then 3 days later, on April 5, Senator Antonio Trillanes released a statement on his official Facebook page commending the creator of the Ang Totoong Narcolis video and commented that he's looking forward to the next episode. And then On the same date, a column by Ellen Tordesillas titled Opinion, Battle of Narcolist was published on ABS-CBN website. And accordingly to Tordesillas commented that the videos looked professionally done. Now, on April 7, 2 days after, ang Totoong Narcolist episode number 2 surfaced and identified this time the daughter of the president to be the second major principal. And then the day after, April 8, 2019, the video of ang Totoong Narcolist episode identified former SOP Christopher Lawrence Bongo, is now a candidate for the Senate, to be the major principal. And then 4 days after, April 12, 2019, the same video on Totoong Narcolist episode identified the son-in-law of the president, Manny Carpio, the spouse of the present Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte, as the last major principal of the drug syndicate. Then, on April 22nd, ang Totoong Narcolist number 5 episode was released. And Bikoy revealed the task organization of the drug syndicate and identified personalities comprising the Bicol Quadrangle Group, to include the location of its base operation identified as Miss B's Barangay Resort, located in Caragay Island, Albay.
Mississippi Bay. Mississippi Bay Resort.
Miss
Mississippi.
Mississippi Bay Resort. Next slide.
That one. The logo of Rural Bank of
Now, you will notice the one encircled with the red ink is the logo of the Rural Bank. In other words, the video presented the logo of the Rural Bank and presented some accounts, bank accounts. The purpose, of course, is to make it appear that it's an authentic document. But it appears now that the logo was just placed there, copy-paste, kumbaga. And the Rural Bank has already issued a statement disclaiming, and it has made a statement that no such account appears in the record. That was made on April, what's that? 23. The Rural Bank of Guinamatan Albay released its official statement denying the company's involvement in the fund transactions of personalities identified in the video. Next slide, please. And also the Albay Luxury Resort Hotel Management denies link. It was also shown in the video that it's supposed to be the place being used as the headquarters of the Quadrangle Group. And before that, you remember that Bongo showed his back to dispute the allegation in the video that he has a tattoo in his back, the dragon sign. In fact, he did it twice, disputing again the allegation made in the video. Now, there has been an analysis made, and it appears now that there is multi-nodal relationships of these different vectors from Ellen Tordesillas, particularly on her online activities. The activities revealed a very active collaboration between the group of Edwin Lasierda, who is identified with the Liberal Party, Kokoy Dayao, Joma Sison, Antonio Trillanes, Rodel Jaime, Bong Banal, Aman Ponteos, and other Liberal Party groups and supporters. Now, there has been analysis on the voice. You recall that in the Ang Totoong Narcolis, there was a narrator. May narrator doon before the voice of that Bikoy. And initial voice recognition through oral spectral process was conducted based on the known and unknown voices of the different targets to harmonize the fundamental auditory frequencies of the following suspected personalities, namely Bong Banal and Rodel Jaime. Now, it appears now in that video that it was Bong Banal who was the narrator. And Bong Banal is supposed to be kind of expert in basta tungkol sa mga
IT.
sa mga IT and a known advocate of the Liberal Party.
Domain registrant.
Now, the domain registrant of www.metrobalita.net identified as the first website to initially circulate the YouTube video entitled Ang Totoong Narcolis on two separate articles dated April 2nd, 2009, directly affiliated with the Liberal Party, as he was identified as the administrator of significant LP-leaning Facebook pages, significantly the Aquino Legacy. Also, he administered the outline propaganda meetings of the LP during the 2016 presidential elections. You will see in that video that
Si Banal yan, yung kanina
no,
si
the other one. Can you put back the other? Balik mo nga dun sa ano? Balik mo nga dun sa. You will notice that this person who's facing charges now. What's his name na nga?
Jaime.
Rodel Jaime is seen with a photograph with the VP Lenny together with their standard shirts. And then next slide shows the face of Bong Banal, the narrator of the video. He is an administrator, member of significant anti-Duterte and LP-leaning Facebook groups, pages, actively circulating propaganda within different social media platforms alongside this Jaime Rodel. Artist, and also he's a photojournalist identified providing visual representations and images for different black propagandas used by Rappler. He actively initiated protests regarding the ousting of former Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno. Next slide, please. Now, there was an analysis of the voices. And as I said earlier, it appears that the narrator in the Bikoy video is Bong Banal. Their voices are the same. Said recording voice was found to have similar pitch spectral frequency with Bong Banal. Next slide, please. Next. Kilala niyo ba si Bong Banat? Kilala niyo ba? Now we have the photo of Punteos, who is a former Navy officer and a member of the Magdalo group. Rodel Jaime, shown in the photo, is connected with Tukit Incorporated as a freelance programmer, and he is a well-known supporter of the Liberal Party and was found to be the web administrator of Metro Balita, wherein the ang totong narcolist first surfaced. Metro Balita is known to be promoting Ocho Derecho candidates on its Facebook page. That is the diagram which we have also here. Marami kasi ito eh. Ito yung same.
Yes, yes, sir.
Same yan. Iba pa yan. We have also, yan.
Nandun na ka. Nandun na.
This is another diagram where you will, it's seen that the links between the National Union of Journalists, Alejano, Hilbay, the Liberal Party, Rodel Jaime, Trillanes, the Rappler, the Vera Files, Ellen Tordesillas. In other words, it is obvious that these groups have linked together to discredit the Duterte administration and to boost the candidacies of the Ocho Derecho senatorial candidates. Now, after the release of the matrix linkages between Bikoy and Ellen Tordesillas to the public, the website, look at this, because if they're not hiding anything, the website of Metro Balita was permanently shut down by its administrator. Likewise, most recent posts of Metro Balita Facebook page pertaining to Bikoy videos were immediately deleted by the administrator. That's another personality shown by the diagram identified by Rodel Jaime as the client who requested him to create the Metro Balita website. And who is this woman? Identified as Marung Nguyen or Marusi and Maria Cristina Elvira. In other words, aliases. An ardent supporter of the Liberal Party and also candidates. And administrator of Freedom Wall PH or Philippines Facebook page. And then we have photograph of Fillmore Roll, who is a member of the PMA class of 2001. He is member of the Samang Magdalo and currently serves as security officer of Senator Antonio Trillanes, who is the alleged facilitator for Jaime's safety after the Ang Totong Narcolist videos became controversial. And then here comes Peter Jumel Advincula, who identifies himself as Bikoy. He made a public appearance at the Integrated Bar of the Philippines the other day, May 6. He claims to be the Bikoy in the Tong Narco list. is formerly most wanted criminal in Naga City and convicted of various crimes such as estafa, illegal recruitment, and theft, resulting to his imprisonment of 6 years. Now it appears that the voice of Bikoy in the video is not the same as the voice of the one who presents himself as Bikoy or Advincula. In other words, if you listen, you will notice that the accent of the Bikoy in the video has an Ilocano accent, while Bikoy, who represents himself as Bikoy or Advincula, has a Bicolani accent because he's a Bicolano from Sorsogon. So it could be that
Ranyola, isang Chinese businesswoman at franchise owner ng isang multi-level marketing company.
Inilipat ako ng aking
yun ang,
boss
yun ang
na si Teresa
mataas ang
Ranyola
pitch.
na tumatayong franchise owner ng First Vita Plus Marketing Corporation.
Ulitin natin yung voice ni nung nung isang Bikoy. Yung original Bikoy.
Yung naka-hoodie.
Yung naka-hood.
Si Teresa Ranyola, isang Chinese businesswoman at franchise owner ng isang multi-level marketing company.
Owner.
Inilipat ako ng aking boss na si Teresa Ranyola na tumatayong franchise owner ng First Vita Plus Marketing Corporation.
Diba? Owner.
In other words, it could be that this Bikoy who presents himself to be Bikoy was there while the other Bikoy was the one presenting himself as Bikoy in the video. Now we have another personality, Jerry May Maghinay, who is the registered owner of Now You Know website. She's responsible for the uploading of videos of Eduardo Asierto on 25 March, 7 April, and May 5, 2019. Yan.
Para mas malapit. Mas malapit. Ito ka. Ito.
Oh, this is the diagram where Jerry May Ayuban Mahinay is shown, and her connections like to the Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation. You will notice the address is the Linear Makati. That's what I was telling you about. Ganon din itong Splice Business Solutions. Linear Makati rin. Pareho ng Be a Giver. Linear Makati. The Yellow Ribbon Movement. Email address niya is ymphilippines@gmail.com. These are the personalities, no? Ba Makino, Margarita Wico, Antonio Trillanes, Mar Rojas, what's this? Asierto. In other words, bakit naman pareho opisina nila eh? When that was investigated, it's only a 40 square meter room. Alam nga, in other words, it's impossible na may mga cubicle doon tapos itong mga ito naka-opisina doon. Isa lang ang ginagamit talaga nila. Next slide. O, ito na yung mga connection nila. Dapat meron kayong picture nito. Subcopy.
USB. Yung
O, sige, bigyan na lang kayo mamaya.
yung PowerPoint.
So anyway, i-shortcut na natin. Yun ang pinaka-punto. So, any question? Yeah,
Rose
Rose.
Binario.
Hi, sir. So, ang ibig nyo sabihin, itong si Advin Kula, posibleng pakawala para guluhin yung ginagawang investigasyon ng NBI at ng PNP na tumutumbok dun sa sinasabi nyo mga personalities? Parang panggulo siya. Sinadya siyang pakawalan para i-preempt yung investigation result para magulo. Sir, kasi
Anong investigation ng ano?
para guluhin yung investigation na ginagawa ng administration o ng gobyerno doon sa totoong Bikoy. Kasi, di ba?
Hindi, pwede
Wala pa namang
Not
lumulutang na
necessarily.
Bikoy.
Parang lumalabas, kasama siya doon. Kasi yung lumalabas, yung boses niya iba, di ba? Pwede rin naman iba.
Pwedeng pakawala rin siya para guluhin.
Hindi pa kawala, kundi kasama siya doon. It's part of the,
Pero
phone.
sir, wala naman siyang direktang koneksyon dun sa mga taong sinabi nyo na konektado dun sa ouster plot matrix. Wala siyang connection dun eh. Di ba parang tumayo lang siyang solo?
Pero nung lumabas yun napunta na, di ba, yung sa
Yung
Matrix.
attention nga sir, parang na-divert.
Oh.
Parang panggulo.
Hindi panggulo. Kasi siya ang parang naging source. Di ba
Di kasi kung sabi nyo sir, fake eh. Hindi naman pala siya yung Bikoy eh.
Hindi. Fake in the sense na yun ang pinipresent niya. But pwede rin naman na silang dalawa nandun habang binivideo yun. Ginamit.
Pero kasi sir, sa Matrix, sinan nyo, wala siyang connection eh. Kasi sabi nyo nga, iba yung pitch, iba yung intonation, iba yung accent.
Correct.
Diba?
But what I'm saying is, pwede rin namang silang dalawa nandun. Kung baga kaming dalawa, siya si nagpapanggap na Bikoy, ako yung tunay na Bikoy.
Tapos, sir,
Nandun kami pareho.
Tsaka sa Matrix nyo, wala naman
Para-
lumalabas na may handler yung Advin ko eh.
Siguro kasama yon sa kanilang setup para, yun nga, tama ka
Guluhin.
doon. Magulo. O, hindi naman pala si Bikoy yan. Iba naman
Yun
pala.
nga, yun yung ibig ko sabihin.
Pero, the fact is, talagang
may
all of them
may
are
ganung
part
plano.
of the conspiracy.
Okay, thank you, Rose. Raymond, then Vic Sumintak, and Henry. Please limit your follow-up questions sa may flight si Secretary.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Just to establish facts. So, this conspiracy ultimately is to oust the president or just a mere black propaganda to discredit the Duterte
That's one.
administration?
The other one is to boost the candidacy of the Ocho Derecho.
And last point, sir, in your information or the information from the Office of the President, was there any established info of whether a military component or police component is already being active or associated to that conspiracy?
Walang binigay sa akin point na yan. But considering na merong magdalo na involved, hindi katakataka kung may magkaroon sila.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, Vic Sumintak.
Sir, just a follow-up. Kasi ang sabi niyo magkaiba yung boses nung si Advin Kula at saka si Bong Banal. Posibleng nandun sila. Now, the question is, who is the real Bikoy?
Palagay ko, magiging irrelevant na yun. The point of the matter is, merong video na sinisiraan si Presidente at dalawa sila. Yung isa, siya ang sabing siya si Bikoy. Yung isa naman is presenting himself to be. So most likely, dalawa sila magkasama sila doon. What is important is, ano ba yung video? Yun ay paninira ng kay Presidente. Sino ba nag-circulate noon? Makikita natin sa diagram, mukhang sila lahat na nangalanan sa Matrix ang kasama. Kasama na yung mga Partido Liberal at mga Dilaw at yung mga advocates nila.
Sir, follow-up. Sabi niyo, grand conspiracy to discredit the Duterte administration o para ibagsak.
And,
Identified
teka muna,
na yung
huwag mo
mga
kakalimutan, and to boost the candidacies of the senatorial candidates of the opposition.
Okay, my point, sir, is identified yung mga personalities. Anong legal action ngayon na gagawin ng Malacañang?
Tingnan natin, di ba sabi natin, kung yung ginagawa nila ay propaganda, black propaganda, ibig sabihin libelous. So, the moment the PNP and other law enforcement agencies have sufficient evidence to strong enough, ipapile na yung kaso laban sa kanilang lahat.
Okay, Henry, then Jeneline and Alvin.
Secretary, you mentioned Liberal Party. Sino sa Liberal Party ang utak ng lahat ng ito?
Ay, hindi natin alam kung sino ang utak. Basta yung mga nandyan identified with the Liberal Party. Yung mga personalities.
Wala hong isang tao na
Hindi natin alam
nagkukomando?
yon. Huwag nyo na akong pilitin dahil I'm basing my responses to the diagram being presented to you. That will determine, or that will, I think, need another investigation. Lalabas eventually yan. Pag nagkaroon ng ano na dyan, baka magturuan na sila.
Alright. Ano po ang pahayag o reaksyon ng presidente nung makita o mabasa niya yan o
Ito na nga
mapasa
yung,
kanya yan?
ito na nga yung reaction niya. Gusto niyang isa publiko yung tinanggap niyang impormasyon.
Alright. Galit siya.
Hindi ko alam kung galit siya o natutuwa siya. What is important is I've been instructed to present this and it's coming from him.
Alright. Thank you.
Okay, a friendly reminder, limit your follow-up. May flight si Secretary Jeneline, then Alvin
Kaming dalawa
and
ni
Ace.
Martin Andanar ang in-instruct ni Presidente na i-present sa inyo.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, may we know where did the president get the information, the intelligence information?
Alam mo naman, Presidente yun. So many sources. You'll have to ask him himself.
Local ba, sir? Local.
No, that's why you'll have to ask him himself. Kasi sabi niya, pag may tanong sila, tanongin ako.
Sir, was the information verified, validated by the palace?
Knowing him as one who is a thinking president, he would have validated every information he has received.
Sir, is it the same foreign source he got the earlier matrix?
Hindi ko alam. Wala siyang sinabi sa akin. Basta it was shared to him, he validated it, and he wants the public to know about it.
Okay, Alvin, then Joyce.
Secretary Panelo, Secretary Martin Andanar, good afternoon. So, sir, after this revelation, what would be Malacañang's move? And as a lawyer, sir, what cases could possibly be charged against those who are involved in the
We will
conspiracy?
let the Department of Justice, since that is his term, Secretary Maynard, to do the job.
So what's the next step on the part of
Eh di
the palace?
pag-aaralan nila Secretary Maynard kung anong magandang demanda against them.
Pero sa palasyo, sir, anong
Ayun
next
yun.
move natin?
Ayan, Secretary. Sino ba Secretary Guevara? Di part of the palace. Yun na yun.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Joyce and then Ace.
Sir, all these information, lahat ba to na-discuss sa command conference? Doon ba nanggaling itong matrix and other information from the President?
How's that?
Was it discussed during the command conference last night, sir? All of this?
I was not there. Were you there? We were not there.
So, yung diagram po ba, all the intelligence information?
We were not there, so I don't know.
Apo.
I have no personal knowledge.
Yung intel information po ba, that, did it came from local sources, sir? From example, PNP?
I already answered that. I said I
AFP.
don't know.
Sir, meron bang specific directives si President to conduct an investigation and eventually file cases? May directive specific si President?
Wala siyang sinabi. Basta ang instruction sabi ni Sec Martin is to present this to the public.
And then bahala na po ang DOJ.
Maybe you
Motocopy-
should wait for his speech this afternoon or tonight because he will be touching on this, the same subject matter.
Sir, nabanggit nyo, another investigation will be put up again?
Which one?
Nabanggit nyo, sir, kanina.
Na?
Another investigation?
Then sabi ko, bahala na sila Secretary Maynard kung anong klaseng kaso ipapile nila.
So, as of this moment, sir, wala pang immediate filing of cases against these personalities? Not yet?
You can ask Secretary Maynard. He's in charge.
Okay, thank you, Ace. And
Oh,
then,
I will beg to leave. I will give it to the John Light of Malacañang to respond. Oh, hindi. Pero,
Sir,
akit muna ako.
Last two questions.
sir, have
Okay.
you identified the personalities who financed these operations.
Hindi natin alam kung sino nagpipinansa ngayon.
Okay,
Sir,
Ace.
at this point in time, can we say that any alleged move to destabilize this administration has been stopped or quelled?
Well, hopefully by revealing it to the public, we are preempting their move. But we want to let the public know that their intention is not only to discredit this administration, leading to its ouster, and to boost the candidacies of the senatorial candidates.
Okay,
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Sir, si Ace.
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 You mentioned about the groups dishing out anti-Duterte sentiments or views and yung spreading it sa social media. Paano natin ngayon i-differentiate yung legitimate dissent as against yung mga plot to destabilize or to discredit the admin? Because protected by freedom of speech yung
The
mga...
difference is that yung mga nabanggit ko, sila ang may linkages dun sa mga responsible for this black propaganda. So, ibig sabihin, hindi na sila legit. Sinamahan na nila ng kalokohan.
So ibig sabihin, hindi ito crackdown ng free speech?
Oh, definitely no. It can never be a crackdown. This government cannot crack down on those who are practicing the freedom of expression and of speech.
Sir, last
Definitely.
Last to Celerina and Day muna
Bye.
and Celerina. Day Alves and then Celerina.
Okay. Sir, sino po yung gumawa ng Matrix? At saka sino yung nag-compare ng
Hindi ko
audio
alam.
recordings?
It was handed to me
By
by Attorney Jenny Ong of Malacañang Palace.
Sir, who compared the audio recordings?
What do you mean?
Yung ano,
Hindi
sir?
ko alam yan. Basta present lang sa amin. Binigay lang.
Okay, last na si Celerina.
Sir, good afternoon. So you have mentioned na apparently there's no sufficient evidence yet to pin down these people.
Wala akong
right?
sinabing no sufficient evidence. I said Secretary Maynard should determine that.
Pero offhand, do you see any sufficient evidence?
I will not
to-
preempt Secretary Maynard. He is a lawyer himself.
Kasi sir, parang lumalabas na propaganda war on both sides.
No, it's not
par-
propaganda. It's propaganda of these people mentioned or shown in the diagram against this administration and to boost the candidacies of the Ocho Derecho.
So the administration is not also engaged in that propaganda.
But definitely, we are revealing the black propaganda against the administration. Thank you so much and
Okay,
good
thank you.
noon to everybody.
Okay, thank you, MPC. Friendly reminder, we have Finance Secretary Sunny Dominguez now. Thank you. Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.